Hi people, it's Archivist here, coming at you with a classic review for Star Wars The Force Unleashed. The Force Unleashed belongs to a very special kind of game. A kind of game where neither the quality of the gameplay, the graphics or the story are the main appeal. No, instead what this game offers is a power trip. You play as Starkiller, a powerful assassin who was trained from an early age in the ways of the dark side by Darth Vader. After tracking down and defeating 3 separate Jedi, Vader is forced to jettison Starkiller into space to prove his loyalty to the Emperor. After repairing Starkiller's body, Vader commands you to take out Imperial targets to draw the attention of the Emperor away from himself. Overall, the story of Unleashed is an interesting one. However, the cutscenes between levels aren't that long, meaning that the narrative has to be told in a very concise way. Despite this, you are granted time enough to get to know the characters and their core motivations. I just would have liked to have seen more of them, especially considering that the voice acting is actually pretty good, and there's even some well implemented motion capture here. If nothing else, it's interesting to see a character go from the dark side to becoming a Jedi, rather than the other way around. Being set in between episodes 3 and 4 of the Star Wars films, a handful of famous characters from the saga are featured, including Princess Leia and Senator Organa. Furthermore, there's a great section at the beginning where you take control of Darth Vader as he makes his way across Kashyyyk, force choking Wookiees along the way. When controlling Starkiller, the core gameplay is what really sells you on being an almighty force wielder. Stormtroopers can be thrown around like ragdolls, ATSTs are cut to pieces, and even Rancors can't stand up to the raw power of the dark side. It's very enjoyable just to go around obliterating enemies like an unstoppable force of nature. There's even a segment where you pull an Imperial Star Destroyer crashing down to the ground. This feat alone makes Starkiller one of the single most powerful playable characters in all of video games. And while the combat benefits immensely from this sense of power, it can at times lack finesse. When you're blasting away through legions of regular stormtroopers, the game is a lot of fun. However, taking down tougher enemies can sometimes feel like a chore as you slowly drain their life bar down. Moreover, some of the boss battles can feel a little random in terms of strategy, but it's worth it to see the epic takedowns at the end. When it came to the force powers themselves, I tended to stick to the trusty force push and force lightning. Force grip is easily the most fun, but it does leave you vulnerable while lifting enemies. The Euphoria physics engine is used fairly well here. Interactions aren't always realistic, but they are usually entertaining. If you're looking for a Star Wars game that throws subtlety out the window in favour of telekinetic mayhem, then The Force Unleashed is a fantastic choice regardless of its age. If you enjoyed this classic review, please do subscribe to the channel, and as always people, thanks very much for watching and see you next time.